coffee to start my day. Gather all my books and I'm on my way.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of CCC Connect. I'm your host for this week, Pastor Chris. I want to remind you of ways that you can connect. We're going to start with that this afternoon. First off, there's a 30% off sale on Tiger Gear online. Go to centralchristian.edu and click on Buy Tiger Gear button at the top of the page. You can buy shirts, hats, mugs, all kinds of different things online. There's a 30% off of selected items. And so go to centralchristian.edu and you can buy online, ship it right directly to your home. If you're into basketball, our men and women's basketball teams play this week. The women play on Thursday and the men play on Friday, and then both teams play on Saturday. You can watch all of these games online by going to ccctigers.com and clicking on the camera for the scheduled game that you'd like to watch. Those games can get pretty exciting, so I hope that you will check that out. That's on ccctigers.com. Lastly, don't forget to check out chapel each week on our website, centralchristian.edu/pod-cas, and you can look at chapels each week. You can also go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to that, and you'll get updates weekly as we add those things onto the website. That's www.centralchristian.edu/pod-cas. Check us out. I'm just returning from Mexico, and I'd like to dedicate part of this vlog to the trip that I just took. A number of you may know Tom and Gail Greco. Tom's the director of our criminal justice program online, and Tom and I went to Mexico with 4 students and one of our board members and his wife to build a house for a family in need there in Ensenada, Mexico, through a ministry called Yugo Ministries. Now, I've taken 3 trips to Haiti to build homes, churches. I even planted a garden at one of the orphanages there in Haiti. But this was my first trip to Mexico. And in 2010, when I decided to take one of those trips to Haiti, I had never been out of the country before in my life. You hear people talk about a passion that they have, a burning desire to help a group of people or a particular part of the world. And I appreciate those people so much. Their passion is it's inviting, it's encouraging. These people that have this tremendous passion, they're truly special people. I'm just not one of them. I'm passionate. I don't think anybody would ever think that I'm a dud when it comes to life. And if you've ever heard me preach, you know I can get pretty fired up and excited. But that's not why I went to Haiti, and that's certainly not why I went to Mexico. I think too often we wait for God to do something significant to motivate us to do good works. James tells us that we must have faith, but he also states very clearly that faith, when not accompanied by works, it's dead. We don't please God with works, which is what the Israelites tried to do by all the sacrifices that they were doing. They were trying to please God and move God in a certain way by particular kinds of sacrifices. We do these kinds of things because faith is important, but faith without works is dead, and works is a reflection of the tremendous faith that we have in Jesus. We have to have both. I don't find anywhere in Scripture where it says to give a drink to someone who is thirsty as soon as you get excited about it. I don't see anywhere in Scripture where it says that if you're hungry, give somebody to eat as soon as you have passion for it. No, I don't think that's the way it works. I think we are simply invited to provide for the needs of others who may be in need. When you have a minute, read the words of Jesus in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 25, verse 31 through 46. There's some pretty strong words of expectation on who we should treat, or how we should treat those who are in need. And in Romans chapter 12, verse 20, it says that we should give food and drink even to our enemies, and by doing so, somehow we can purify them in the eyes of God because we've treated them with kindness and it changes their hearts. The heavens didn't open up for me, and the Spirit of God didn't descend like a dove to tell me to go to Haiti or to Mexico. I went because I could. I knew that I could come up with the money. I had an opportunity. I'm able-bodied and was physically capable of being able to do the work. And maybe most importantly than anything else, my wife said I could go. I think this is the way it ought to be. Now, I would say that I do have a passion now, but I didn't have a passion for those places then. And if I had waited for my heart to be stirred by God, or by anything else for that matter, I don't know that it would ever happen. I like being at home way too much. But I went because I could. I went because God tells us that we're supposed to help those who are in need. And so that's what I did. and I'm so glad that I did. My wife was able to join me on this trip. She wasn't with me on any of my Haiti trips. We did this to celebrate and honor God on our 10th anniversary, and I can tell you that I've never felt so close to my wife as being able to serve God and be alongside her for this trip. It was just an incredible experience, and I'm so glad that we went. And I want to encourage you to think about ways that you can serve. Maybe you should take a trip to Mexico through Yugo Ministries or any number of different missions organizations. Maybe you'd want to take a trip to Haiti. There are tons of organizations that go and serve there. It's a tremendous opportunity. But you don't have to leave the U.S. In order to make that happen. My parents just came back from Kentucky, where they help provide clothes and food to people in the Appalachia region, especially to young children, where they saw poverty like they'd never encountered before. My wife and I this Sunday will be helping out by serving 30 to 40 people in need here in McPherson, as we serve alongside the people in our Sunday school class at Loaves and Fishes this week. Wherever it is that you may be, take the opportunity to serve those around you and to serve those who are in need, because that's what we're asked to do. It's a simple way that we can go and show our obedience to God because He asks us to do it. And sometimes that's the only reason that we really need. As I do each week, I want to remind you, if you'd like to talk or pray, we'd love to talk or pray with you. We have our contact information coming up here in just a moment. I'd also want to encourage you to stay on the video for just a few minutes longer after the credits roll. There's a short video that is a summary of our trip to Mexico. Have a blessed day.
Wake up in the morning with a smile on my face. Grab a cup of coffee to start my day. Gather all my books and I'm on my way. It's the central thing. Making new friends and learning to love. Living as family with everyone. Leaning on faith in God above. It's the central thing. It's a central thing. It's a central thing.
It was like a movie when I first met you. The moment moved me. I still remember your soul of beauty. It stole me away, away. Richer or poorer, better or worse. Could we be together? Could we make it work? If love is patient and if love is kind. Oh God, give me a sign. You got me thinking. This is love, this is love, this is love that I'm feeling. This is love, this is love, this is love, I believe it. I'll kiss you only, darling, I promise to hold you gently and still be the strongest. I'm yours completely, no matter what comes our way. I'll love you till the end of my days, till the end of my days. Could have never imagined we'd find each other. A classic romantic of unlikely lovers. Some kind of magic our two can turn into one, to one. For rich or poor, better or worse, we'll be together, yeah, we'll make it work. Love is patient, I know love is kind. Thank God I saw the sign. You got me thinking. This is love, this is love, this is love that I'm feeling. This is love, this is love, this is love, I believe it. I'll kiss you only, darling, I promise to hold you gently and still be the strongest. I'm yours completely, no matter what comes our way. I'll love you till this is love that I'm feeling. This is love, this is love, this is love, I believe it. I kiss you only, darling, I promise to hold you gently and still be the strongest. I'm yours completely, no matter what comes our way. I love you till the end of my day. I love it till the end of our days. Till the end of our days.